Oh my gosh, hello. Good morning. How are we? Hello. We're only streaming on YouTube today, so I hope you feel so special. Because guess who's still in Twitch jail? Me. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Christian. Hi, Sai. How are you? Hello. Hi, Kevin. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing so well. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Hi, Corey. How are you? Oh, I was reading my erotic romance until like midnight last night. A very responsible adult. Don't forget to answer the poll Kaya put up on the community tab like a day ago. Yes. I asked all of my social media what they liked better, reactions or deep dives. I'm actually going to see what the TikTok poll was. Not that, like, I imagine there being a lot of people that probably even know I have a TikTok. Deep dives won. That's so funny. I only got like 7 views on the TikTok story, though. Follow me on TikTok if you want. They just put it back in the App Store. Not that you have to, because it's like I barely even know how to operate the fucking thing. So, I mean, the freaking thing. Excuse me. I have to be careful what I say. Why are you in Twitch jail? Because somebody in my chat said something. And, you know, my mods approved it because we didn't know it was something. We had no idea that what this person said was actually offensive, according to Twitch. And so I got suspended for 7 days. We're still banned on Twitch, yeah. So that's the thing, is I've never been suspended before. So, it was a 7-day ban. And so I got banned at like 10 a.m. last Monday or 10:30 last Monday. So I'm wondering if it just like goes until like 10:30 to match, like right on the dot, and then it'll unlock. But I was reading some people's responses about like their, you know, once their suspension was up, that it took a couple hours for their Twitch to like refresh. So I can imagine that, you know, later this afternoon, this evening, I'll be able to like actually log in. Like they were having trouble logging back into their account after the suspension passed. So yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks. Oh, look. Fucking ping cord. Look who decided to tell my Discord about my video. You know what? Ping cord finally told my Discord that my carcass reaction just posted. Bestie, you're always 2 days late. Why are you literally drunk? God. A mod, in fact. Yeah. How long would it take for J-Dog to not get banned on Twitch? Bro. With the amount of... I'll tell you this. I don't know for sure. And it's not a dig at J-Dog at all. But I know YouTube. So I would bet every single video of J-Dog's, if not at least 2 out of 3 of his videos, get ad limited on YouTube just because of how much he curses. Like, I guarantee you every single one of those is ad limited. Do you have a Twitch account? I do. It's Imakaya. Everything's under Imakaya. You won't be able to see it right now because I'm suspended. I got in trouble. But tomorrow you'll be able to see it. Later this evening you will be able to see it. Wednesday I'm planning on streaming, so everything should be back to normal by Wednesday when we do our bolt thrower and death deep dive. I think we're on part 6 right now, so everything should be back to normal this week for our normal Twitch streams. I will obviously keep y'all posted if anything happens or any updates or whatever. So I stumbled on the stream accidentally. I saw metal and clicked. What is going to happen here? We're just going to chill. I got some vinyl to show y'all. She's a poser, actually. Exactly. Yeah. Biggest poser on the internet. I'm going to be showing you some vinyl. We're just going to kind of chill because I took last week off. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bit of mental breakdown. The getting suspended from Twitch did not help. And then my stream on Monday also got ad limited. So I was having a really, really rough week last week. We're doing okay now. We're doing great. How was the weekend? It was good. I played a lot of Overwatch. And I read. Like, I'm reading one of my favorite erotic romance series right now. And I've just been, thinking about the future of my channel and doing a bunch of, work up here. So, I was here before the white... Oh, God. Yeah, don't say it. My mods are going to be very, 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 moddy, I guess you could say, from now on. I'm like, bro, if it's not a word you want in the chat, why are you giving people the option to approve it in the chat? Why are you telling me and my mods, hey, this paragraph has this word in it. Do you want this to be said in your chat? Yes or no? Don't. I ain't saying it, okay, girl? Glad you're doing better. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. If you did a periphery dive, oh my God. How do I know that that's Nate? Oh, wait. Yeah, I figured. Oh, God. It was last Monday. I thought it was longer. No, yeah, it was last Monday. Carcass, check out Repulsion. They really influenced Carcass and Napalm. So we actually have the record from, what is it, Horrified? From Repulsion? I'll look it up. And I have listened to it. It's a green one, right? Yeah, it's Horrified. So we actually have that on vinyl. I want to say I remember it being really rough. It's been a minute because I've listened to it. Hi, Rob. How are you? We need more thumbs up, right? I'm normally on Twitch, but don't think too much. You can really get into the ground. Just do. I know. Twitch is great. Well, Twitch is fine. I don't like that they raised the price of a Twitch sub. It used to be $4.99. Now it's $5.99. And yeah. I get in trouble for something somebody in chat says, but a woman can have her oiled up. You see basically everything except for the quarters, if you know what I mean, and it's totally fine. Totally fine. New Dream Theater album reaction when? Well, that's the thing. Is so there is on my poll, basically I did a community post asking people what y'all preferred, either reactions or deep dives. Across the board, deep dives won, so they have been overwhelming votes for deep dives on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Discord was the only one that had more reaction votes. But somebody said, you should do deep dives for more classic established bands and then do reactions for newer bands. So I'm wondering if you'd want new releases. I'm kind of going to do a mix of both, I think, just to kind of see what does better. New releases and then classics and then deep dives to classics and not necessarily new bands, We just released our new single, Mob Action. Ooh, that sounds cool. Instagirl, exactly. We need more slam reactions on YouTube in general. Yeah. God, I think the last reaction I did for slam was suffocation, which isn't really slam. But I mean, it's kind of hard because I feel like people consider them as like a slam band. Make deep dive bands a Patreon supporter selected thing and then do brand new album reactions? No. Maybe. But no. Because, like, the deep dives are also not just going to be in, like, dives into bands. It's also going to be, like, docu-pieces. Think, like, the Satanic Panic. But it'll be, stuff like that. Just exploring, like, music history. And then band deep dives in the evolution of, like, genres and stuff like that. And then, yeah. I'm going to kind of go back to my old format of reactions. I will play around with a few styles just to kind of see what works best for me. And also, like, I prefer doing reactions where I'm, like, with the label so it doesn't get copyrighted. This way it just feels less like I'm, you know, I don't know. Question for you and yourself. Do you want to be in that alley? In the reaction space? Or in the deep dive space? I was already in the reaction space. That's actually how I started my channel. And then I purposely stepped out of it because copyright sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. All the reaction channels that you see, except for the charismatic voice, because I don't know who she has working for her to clear the copyright claims. She's like the only other one. Nick Nocturnal and Tank the Tech, I know how they get past copyright because I have the same people basically in my court. I don't know how the charismatic voice gets away with it because the record labels that she's working with, girl, are the big boys. They are not just, you know, Century Media. They're not just Napalm. They're not just, you know, those ones. We're talking Warner. We're talking Universal. I don't know how she does it. But, yeah. Reactions are hard. All the reaction channels you see, most of them, they're not making a single penny off of the stuff that they make on YouTube. So. They have privileges? Face orange raised eyebrow. Deep dives are where it's at. We all want to be told what to listen to. I'm going to do a lot of reactions on my Patreon. That's the thing. And they're unedited. They're just a lot easier to do. And like I said, I don't mind doing reactions on my channel if I can work with the label. Because then I can promote stuff more and it just feels better. But then I can have more of the music in there for y'all, which helps. And then I can also still make a little bit of ad revenue from it. So that's why it is nice. Backlog for a month, do copyright appeal, and say sue me in the video is allowed? No, because then they can actually take you to court. So you can dispute the copyright claim, basically say, hey, it's under fair use. But if they deny it, then you're basically SOL. You can appeal it, but you basically have to understand that if you appeal their denial of your fair use copyright claim, right, then you are basically saying, I'm confident that if you take me to court for this, I have the proof to basically say, hey, you know, I own the rights to this, or I'm allowed to do this. I was like, Bessie, I ain't gonna go to court. I don't care. I don't care. I'll take the claim. Okay. I don't like being in public situations. I am not going to court. I am not going. I don't have an outfit fancy enough for that, girl. There ain't no way. Have you seen House of a Thousand Corpses movie? I've not. I'm assuming it's a film. How did Rusty behave this weekend? She did pretty good. We got snow. And I swear whenever she sees snow, it's like crack to her. It just makes her so chaotic. Have you heard Viscera Infest? Their gore grind brutal death metal band have a high rated album from 2015 with a horrendous album cover. But I'm dodging that cover. All right, hold on. Now you got me curious. Viscera. Honestly, I'm pretty desensitized to some of this. Gore BDM. It's just funny. Where are they from? I don't even see them on here. Crossover death metal. Is it this one? No. Wouldn't be deathcore. Power metal. Thrash. I don't even see him on there. Or twice in the history of YouTube. Even if you were taken to court, you would win. It depends on how you edit your videos. It's very difficult. Going out and seeing people, yuck, right? I have said sue me to like 1,000 comment clips on my channel, one every time. Oh my god. I don't know if that's how you do it. It was directed by Rob Zombie. Ooh. I have not listened to anything from Rob Zombie. I barely know who he is. I've heard the name. This is still my favorite Hell's Headbangers propaganda channel. What did I do? Propaganda channel? What propaganda am I showing? Other than the fact that we buy a lot of stuff from them. Who doesn't, though? A lot of the metal collectors on here buys a lot from Hell's Headbangers. So. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking with my reactions, I'm like, I could chop them up a little bit more and have it more focused on my commentary for videos that are like, you know, that I'm not partnered with. And then that way I could, you know, get around some of the copyright. I don't know. We'll kind of see. You should be more curious about the new Vermilia album. If you haven't heard it, it's superior. Guarantee it. Vermilia. I have not heard of this band. I honestly have not. Do you think women should be able to vote? What kind of question is that? Oh, girl, it's a chick. Look at her. An artist coming from Finland. She's cool. I like this cover. Carsico? Did you like this? Oh, it came out on Valentine's Day. That's nice. Yeah, I have one. Fair use, copy and paste. I've got it denied before, though. Rob Zombie is the GOAT? You think so? Yeah, I really have not. I don't know anything about him. I have not listened to, like, anything from him. I know, like, all I know about Rob Zombie is that he does music, and I think he's done movies. I also know nothing about, I forgot his name. Marilyn Manson. I've never listened to a single thing from Marilyn Manson. I just know what he looks like. Do you listen to other music? I do. It's not just all metal over here. I'm actually really excited. So you probably don't care about the pop world at all. I really lost interest in it a while ago. But, bestie, let me tell you. Tate McRae. Little Miss Tate McRae. She's so hot. She's such a good dancer. And she's dropping her 3rd studio album this Friday. Okay? Think like the next Britney Spears. But like Britney Spears in her prime. That's what Tate McRae is. And I'm really excited for her album to drop this Friday. I'm really hoping that it's like... it shocks the pop world. We need new... We need new pop music. So, can you try to convince me that women shouldn't be able to vote? Even if you believe that they should vote. Why the fuck are you asking me that? Do I look like a political channel to you? I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. Yeah. So I'm excited for Tate McRae's release. I am excited for the new Killswitch Engage release too. I'm wondering if I should do a reaction to it or not. I really don't know. Cuz I just don't know whether y'all are interested in like new album releases or if I should just stick to like classics. Rob Zombie directed House of a Thousand Corpses, 3 from Hell, and The Devil's Rejects. All of them are good movies that he directed. Are any of them on Tubi? Same girl, yes. 1,000 corpses. Let's see. Of course it's on Tubi. Why am I not surprised that that's on Tubi? Tubi's great, bro. Freaking love it. KSE album is gonna be sick. Yes. Downfall Network, bro. Are you planning to do an album reaction for the new Epica album in April? Oh yeah, they've got a new album. Well, that's the thing. Would y'all be interested in reactions to new records? Or do you want me to just keep it more like classics? Like I said, I would probably do both just to kind of see. So, but yeah, I could. Depending on how long it is. It's probably going to be really long. And depending on the label, sometimes it can be difficult. Let's see. Aspiral. Aspiral. That's with Nuclear Blast. Oh god, it's going to be an hour long. I'm out. Sorry. Bye, Hellbringer. Thanks for being here. New albums, definitely. Well, I can do that. We can do classics. We could do new records. Hi, Dracula. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Do more non-metal? Kind of planning on it. I mean, metal adjacent, some punk rock, hardcore, grunge, stuff like that. Kind of in the mix eventually. Tubi rocks. I think it's awesome as hell. Bro, I've been like pushing Tubi so hard the last 6 months. You would think I was friggin' sponsored. I love Tubi, and they had the Super Bowl for free, bro. Which I was a little afraid about. So I'm a little afraid things are going to change with Tubi, honestly, because Fox bought them out. And that's why they had the Super Bowl for free. And their CEO now is the same dude that was the CEO for Vimeo, which if you ever used Vimeo is like down the shitter now because everything's like a paid service. So essentially what I'm getting at is I'm afraid that Tubi is not going to be free for much longer, or at least they're going to have a paid subscription soon, and that's just going to be sad. I mean, I'd probably pay for it, but I don't know. Your Symphonies of Sickness review is great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. So we'll have more of those on the channel. Yes, more glam reactions. I think that would be great. 90s rap reactions. I don't know if my channel could handle things that weren't just metal. Although I guess I could experiment with a bunch of other things. It'd have to be a slow transition, though. Every 80s horror movie is on Tubi. It is, bro. Tubi is amazing. And my favorite movie of all time is going on there in like 10 days. Legally Blonde. Oh. With little Miss Reese Witherspoon in her prime. Oh, love her. I want to buy that movie on DVD. So, yes, we have more coming along the ways. You just have to be patient. I'm currently working on my album as well, which is why I'm like going to be posting less content on YouTube. I'll still be streaming. I'll still be posting stuff on, you know, I'll still be posting stuff on Patreon and still streaming. I'll try and do about 2 videos a month on YouTube. But, yeah, I need to finish my record before I move. So that's a huge thing that I'm doing. Which do you like more, BDM or slam? I have more experience with BDM, so I would go with BDM. Slam, I really have not dove too much into. I think the true slam band I have listened to, I mean, Peeling Flesh, but they're like BDM and kind of slam. But I believe the true pure slam band has been Devourment, and that was, you know, that was good. Confusing, but good. If you did rap or pop, the views will still come in if it's a good video, but not totally my niche, you know. BDM has a lot more variety than slam. Yeah, I think so. I've listened to a lot more BDM bands than slam bands, but I don't know. I think some of the newer slam bands like .357 Homicide are crushing. I haven't heard of that band before. Write it down. Have you listened to Internal Bleeding? I have not. I have not. Or at least I don't remember if I have. Homicide. There you go. Yes. It'll be fun. I'm excited for the new year. I'm kind of, like I said, scaling it back, but for the, you know, betterment of my mental health and the channel. Greetings and salutations. Hi, Brian. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing so well. Just going to be a short one today. Have a great rest of your day. I got to get back to work. Go back to work, Brian. Thanks for being here. Scum cookie. Were you serious about was it Kenny Rogers? You said like Kenny Rogers deep dive, bro. If I was gonna do a deep dive on a country artist, it would be Johnny Cash for sure. He's like the most metal country artist. Other favorite bands, corny lyrics, Judas Priest. To each their own. I think, you know, if you look at metal lyrics objectively, a lot of them are really corny. And actually, you could say a lot of lyrics from, like, basically any genre are super corny. out of context. Like, you take the music away and you read them and you're like, oh my god. Especially a lot of the pop lyrics. You're like, what are you actually saying? Who wrote this? So I think songwriting in general has just kind of gone downhill for like basically every single genre. I think it's very difficult to write things that actually have meaning and like good staying power, but it of course depends on like what you're talking about, you know, and what genre it is. So 2 band members from the UK, yeah. I'll have to look into it and see. Hi, Nevado. How are you? I was going to do a retrospective on Johnny Cash, American Era, Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin is also an interesting individual. Just kind of an amazing, I don't know. He's an interesting producer. He's worked with a lot of artists and a lot of different genres. And he's made some of like the best records. Like, objectively, he's made some of the best records in the music industry for like some of the biggest artists. But then like smaller artists that are underground and don't have a following really, or like they're, you know, they're nothing obviously in comparison to like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Metallica, or Jay-Z, you know. They are more like you and I, like local little musicians or whatever, and they actually get the money to work with someone like Rick Rubin. Their feedback is always a little different. You know, it's not always the same. It's like, oh, he seemed very full of himself and whatever, and like, I don't know. So look for good movies, and Dune was badass. Dune was great. Did you see Dune 2? The second Dune movie was so good. I still regret not seeing that in theaters because, like, bro, those type of adventure action movies are the only thing worth seeing in the theater. Although we did see Hard Eyes over the weekend because, like I said, had my first mental breakdown of 2025. We love it. And we went to go see Hard Eyes. You don't have to see that one in theaters, but I did. And it was everything I thought it was going to be. And that's it. But yeah. It's hard to find movies these days that I actually want to go and see in the theater because I feel like they just don't release movies like they used to. I think the last one that I was really the most excited about was A Quiet Place Day One, and I walked out of the theater really disappointed in that movie. And then it was also the Nordic movie with Alexander Skarsgård that came out a few years ago. That movie was also disappointing, but saw that in theaters. You haven't watched 2? Oh, you should. The first one is on Tubi right now that you can watch for free. And then Dune 2 might still be on Amazon, which you could probably rent it. So Nosferatu is great. I heard that movie was pretty good. There's a general writer's block going worldwide, or maybe there's no real writers anymore. I think there's just no real writers. I think it's very rare to find good stories these days. You know. Hi, William. How are you? They just make remakes and sequels. Exactly. So, 3 emotions related to metal music. I would say aggression, obviously. And I would say, I don't know, I kind of have 3 vibes. There's like the aggression side, which could go in 2 different directions of like you're angry, obviously. And this could also be like hurt too, but like you're angry. And then the other side could be aggression in the term of like power, meaning, you know, you listen to it when you're like working out or something like that, or doing something that requires a lot of energy. I also get like the chill vibes, so relaxation. You know, it's a lot of atmospheric black metal and stuff like that. That's very chill. So that said, we expect your album to be a masterpiece. Do you feel pressured? No, not really. I don't know. For me, like, all I want for my album is I just want to make it. I don't want to feel proud. I'm dedicating it to my dog. So, yeah, I'm dedicating it to my dog. I just want it to be something that I'm proud of. So, the only thing wrong with this channel is there's not enough Anthrax shilling. Bro, I barely listen to Anthrax. Welcome to the channel. The entire concept of my channel is being a new person listening to extreme music. So, like, everybody calls me a poser, and I'm like, I'm just new to metal. Literally, somebody wrote on my freaking Carcass reaction, they were like, so you're a poser then? I was listening to metal in 1990, and I'm like, I'm sorry that I wasn't born yet, okay? God. Spooner or Rusty or both. It's dedicated to Spooner, my old bloodhound. So, what happened to Rusturd? Nothing happened to Rusty. She's still a turd. No, I'm dedicating the album to Spooner, my old bloodhound that passed away almost, yeah, it was like a year and a half ago. So, the strike really messed up a lot of good writing material, and a lot of producers got asked as well, but you also have the Palisade fire that messed up everything. Oh, like the LA fires. I'll be 29 this year. That's crazy. Spooner's never forgotten, I know. The old school guys. I don't know. It's just, you know. But I think it's like, that's why I'm changing to my content a little bit, just so it's like, I can just learn more. It'll be fine, you know? So, we'll just learn more, and we'll, you know, discover more music, even stuff that's like metal adjacent and outside of that too. So, I love your love for discovering real metal. Yes. I just like music. I like music a lot. I like discovering music and getting out of my comfort zone with it. So, that's really what my channel is about. I will branch out a little bit outside of just like the extreme metal, because that's, you know, what I've been doing, which is fine. But I have not listened to Necroni yet. Hey JJL, how are you? You ever checked out Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean? I've heard of the band. I think I might have listened to like one single a while ago. Discovered this. Metallic Death. Come on. I swear to God. Do what you want to do. I'm going to try. Listen to Catatonia. Yes. There's a lot of bands. Catatonia. There's a lot of bands I want to do. Like I said, I know somebody said that they wanted like new artists, new bands, but I don't think a lot of people really care about new artists and new band reactions. I think they care more about the classics or like new albums. If this is a new artist, it's a new band, like a new artist's album, and they're making a lot of waves. For example, Blood Incantation's Absolute Elsewhere album last year would have been a great reaction video. Spirit Box, their new record, Tsunami Sea, next month. That literally comes out in like 2 weeks. I'm so excited. That's a great video. Or you could do like a classic band's new album, for example, Killswitch Engage this Friday, you know? Exactly. Swallow the Sun, I've heard of the name. I've never listened to them. There's a lot of shit I haven't listened to, so you've got to be patient with me. There's so many bands. I'm trying my best over here, y'all. But there's a lot of stuff I want to listen to like, get to that point. I've been out of control in this chat. You have. It's okay. Metal scene is a little bit overloaded. It's too difficult to pick some good ones. I know. Well, for me, it's all about context, too, because it's like I don't want to just, like, react to something or listen to something just to you know, get views or because it's popular or whatever. Like, I think about the context of it. For me, I'm like, well, what's the value I can get out of listening to this band? Like, how does it, you know, what does it teach me about what I'm trying to, you know, learn, I guess. Is a bit annoying, but I respect him for not giving an F. Yeah. Yeah. He's good at that. He's good at that. I'm not the same, but that's okay. I try. But some of his followers are very mean to me. It's okay. I only cried a little bit. I only went through a complete mental breakdown after his video, so it's fine. It's fine. I only had a complete mental breakdown for a week after that video, so it's okay. I'll still go to his festival and support him. Catatonia Dance of December Souls is a total killer. I'll have to listen to it. Have you heard of cephalotripsy? I have not. Particularly the album Uterovaginal Insertion of Extirpated Anomalies. Jesus Christ. That's a great name. I saw Mortician. What about Mortician? They're one of my favorite bands. Why does everybody hate them? Stop talking about Mortician as if they're boring. It's just going to make me do the deep dive a bit more. You're going to love it. You're going to love that deep dive, JT, whether you freaking like it or not, okay? Okay? So you just better suck it. Cephalotripsy? Bro. It is too early for these big words, okay? I'm getting, like, flashbacks to trying to read the freaking lyrics from that Symphonies of Sickness record. God. I don't know why they make me work so hard. All those MFs talking shit and never seen Carcass live. And I'm that person who's seen them live, loved them live, had, you know, bought tickets to see them live again, saw Crypta, and left before they played again. Because I was like, I've already seen them. I was tired. I'm sorry. I wanted to see Crypta. Ended up seeing, it wasn't Hatebreed. It was somebody, was it Hatebreed? No, it was somebody else. Saw Crypta and then left. I didn't care. Much to Russ's chagrin. To Taz's one-man Atmo Black album he recorded in his woodshed. Oh, God, no. No. I haven't heard any of the new metal. I thought metal was dead, and I'm going to have to explore to hear these new bands. I'm so used to the older stuff. Yeah, there's some good new bands out there. There are definitely some good bands. But I think the issue I'm finding is that, like, I just feel like I don't know the evolution of the sound very well, in my own personal opinion, which is why I'm just scaling it back some so I can learn and hear, most importantly, the evolution of the genre, the evolution of like these different subgenres of metal, so I can understand these newer bands better and pinpoint the inspiration that they have, if that makes sense, you know? Like, there's some stuff that I know, but I don't know. J-Dog seems to legit really like you. I think he does. I mean, I know he does. I mean, he invited me over to, Dead by Dog. So we're like chill. We're chill. Everything's fine. I don't know. We're fine. Sorry, I didn't have an older brother or a dad in my life to show me rock and roll like that, okay? At least my mom was cool enough to take me to go see the Rolling Stones when I was 12, okay? That is what you got. Oh, yeah, we saw Harm's Way. That's who it was. They were pretty good. The rest of the band, like, the singer was doing all the work. He was doing all the work. And I felt bad because it's like he was this super yoked out bro home dog. And he was just, doing the hardcore thing, dancing around, headbanging, singing, trying to interact with the crowd. And the rest of the band, specifically the bass player and the guitarist that were sharing a stage with him, just looked like dweeby little skinny middle school kids in comparison. Just telling you how it is, okay? And they had no energy next to the lead singer. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. I always feel bad when the lead singer is like carrying the show. He's got to be the center of attention. I'm like, please, will somebody else help the lead singer, like, take some of the pressure off of trying to be a performer? Ugh. So, check out Immortal. Check out Immortal. Will be releasing new LP. Ooh. Wait, hold on, girl. Immortal, huh? Hold on, chica. We can be older bros. Don't worry. Yes. Jizz Dog. I don't know if J-Dog's the best father figure. Bro, I wish I had a dad like J-Dog. Are you kidding? I never had a dad. I would love to have had a dad that was like into metal. I was looking for Immortal. Oh my gosh, it's always crazy to see like the other bands that had those names. Why are you dressed like you're in Antarctica? Bro, it's fucking cold, okay? We're like in a winter weather storm, like extreme weather advisory right now, okay? Okay? It's cold in Oklahoma, girl. There we go. They have a new album coming out? No, they don't. I don't see it. He would teach his kids not to be pussies? Exactly. Exactly. So, the Misanthrope, you got a couple thousand now, it's all good. A couple thousand of what? Of this dick? All I hear is excuses. Bro, it'd be cold, okay? It'd be cold. Immortal without Abath isn't fun. His solo stuff is kind of mediocre, though. Abath is a whole ass mood. Abath is my spirit animal. Like, the gif of him falling and rolling down the hill with his guitar, like face planting and rolling down the hill, is like a whole ass mood. That is literally me in a gif. Oh, I love him so much. I just want to, embrace my inner Abbott. He is actually the human version of Grumpy Cat. 1000%. And I love it. Want to understand the sound, you have to go way back to the 80s and 90s metal bands. I remember growing up, the best bands that I listened to was, Rage Against the Machine is actually one of the first, I guess you could say, metal adjacent bands I ever listened to. This is way, 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 way before I started my channel. And it was mostly like Bulls on Parade. So I was a big CD listener. I can't play CDs in my old ass car anymore, but I collected a lot of CDs. And when I was feeling aggression, angry, when I wanted to blast some heavy music at the time for me in my car, it would be that album from Rage Against the Machine. So, which I never considered metal. Or like, they're not really metal. They're like, I don't know, hard rock or whatever, but that was the closest thing I got to at the time. Latest two Immortal albums haven't been that bad. I think people will be biased if the star band member is gone. Yeah, like I said, Abbott is just such a strong character. So, but yes, I'm going to have to go back. We're going to have to go way back. And I'm thinking like to the 70s for some of the old school bands that kind of laid the foundation in going into, you might even have to go into the late 60s depending on what you're doing. So, because, at least from my understanding, some of the old school bands that laid the foundation for metal started as early as like the late 60s, which is just wild. So, Rage Against the Machine's pretty good. That was like the heaviest thing I listened to at the time. So, but, here's what it is. Gorgoroth without King of Hell and Gaul is crap. Oh, gosh. Have any of y'all gone to the Nile 6 Feet Under tour? And how is it? Is it okay? Is it good or not? That's the question. Also, I've got some records to show you. I'm excited to show them to you. Are you ready? So, these are some of the records we listened to. The first ones I'll show you are the ones I listened to this weekend. And then I have some that I haven't listened to yet. My fiance had a big order from Hells, and I'm excited to actually listen to one of these because it's the new or the repress of Mortal Decay's debut. Do you listen to Yngwie Malmsteen? I do not. He actually came to Oklahoma not too long ago. Hey Thrash, how are you? How are you doing? Hello. Poppy's in the chat. Don't you mean Courtney LaPlante? Oh, Poppy's like really cute though. Can we just talk about Poppy for a second? She's so cute. She is the queen. Okay. So, dang it, bub. There's boobies on this too. Why has it got to be boobies everywhere? So many boobies. You doing all right? So we have hold on. Yangwei. Okay. We're just going to put a little sticky note there for obvious reasons. Okay. This is an Abigail and Necrofilth split. This was really good. Big fan of Abigail. I don't remember if this is the first time I listened to Necrofilth or not. I'm going to assume no. But this one's called Effin' Hell's Evil Bitches. Looks like that. Have you gotten your hands on the re-released Rotting album Crushed? Possibly. I'm not sure. Dive into Swedish and Finnish death metal and you will be satisfied forever. I know. I need to. Okay. I want to say yes. Look at that. So that's a Necrophil site. It's basically watermelon with black, pink, green, snatches. This is really good. This is good. Both really great bands. A little bit more, I think I remember it being kind of raw. In sound. The song titles are not as bad as they normally are. Mr. Yasuyuki Suzuki and his great lyrics and song titles. So many Abigail releases to get. They're a great band. They honestly are. I would love to see Abigail live. They're not like Seether or Atreyu or Pantera or Alice in Chains bands like that. God, I haven't listened to any of those bands. Except for Pantera, I did that one dive. And that was it. This one is Centellia. And it's called Ending of the Unknown Path. Looks like that. Or 60s even better. I'm thinking like, you know, you think of the evolution of rock. It's kind of crazy. It's like Jimi Hendrix, I would definitely say, is somebody that really inspired a lot of the metal guitar sounds that in playing that we see now. I think he inspired a lot. This is just a black vinyl. But you know, he died in the 60s. He died in, I think, what, 1960? Exactly. And you had Judas Priest and Iron Maiden? No. Iron Maiden came after, right? It was Judas Priest, definitely. That was in the 60s. You also had the Rolling Stones during that time. I think Black Sabbath started in the late 60s. It's just crazy. The Rolling Stones. Have you ever heard Paint It Black? That was a good band from the 60s right there. Was that the 70s? Was Judas Priest? Was it the 70s? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what was in the 60s. Because I know, or at least I think, Black Sabbath and Judas Priest at least started sometime in the late 60s, right? Because they had a lot, especially Black Sabbath had a lot of back-to-back releases between 1970 and like 1974, 1975. Channel with the Satanic Panic, do a history of satanic metal. I love that video and I'm so proud of it. And I think it's one of my best videos to date. I'll pull my own handle, girl. I want to do more videos like the Satanic Panic, but they just take a little bit of time. This album is a banger. White Snake, which Wicked gave me this. Slip of the Tongue, 30th Anniversary Remaster. Also signed by Steve Vai. I think it's just like a printed signature, which is fine. I mean, it's signed by Steve Vai. This is a banger. I love glam metal. I do. I have a soft spot for it. This is fire. Had a lot of hits. Just a black record. Well, this was everything I emotionally wanted and more over the weekend. So I enjoyed this a lot. So Judas Priest with KK Downing started in 1970. Iron Maiden started in 1975. Formed as Earth in 1968. Yeah, see, it's like, I want to dive more into that kind of history and see. You could really say a lot of it started probably with the Beatles. You could also say it's actually, I don't know. You could date it back all the way to like Elvis if you really wanted to. But my favorite Whitesnake album, yes. An autographed Slip of the Tongue LP by Steve Vai, yes. I think it's an actual subscription. It's like I don't know. It looks like it could be real or it's like printed on there. That doesn't matter. I mean, it's autographed, so. Because I think like it was an autographed edition. It was copy number 4037. So I think he probably, signed one and then they just photocopied that and had a whole batch of like signed LPs, Little Richard. Oh God, I'm gonna have to cover this one. Hold on. Don't. Anyway, what can I use to cover her up? It's Mortal Decay. Okay. Hey. I need like little heart stickers, Here we go again. I don't know. Mortal Decay. Sickening, erotic, fanaticism. Have not listened to this yet. Just showing it to you because I was like, well, I know that this just came out. It's making waves among collectors. People were waiting a really long time for this issue for Hell's Headbangers. So, bye, JT. I'll drop an email later. Okay, that sounds good. Have you done a deep dive on Alice in Chains? I've only listened to 2 songs ever from Alice in Chains, and it was when I worked retail. I have never listened to anything else. But yeah, like I said, have not listened to this yet. But I just know that this has been making waves among collectors. Really excited to check this one out. Look at that vinyl. It's so pretty. I just love old school vinyl records. They're 1,000 times better than CDs, hand down. Oh, yeah. I mean, I like CDs, too. It sucks because, like, my car doesn't play. Like, my stereo is broken. I have a really old car, so it's like my car is old enough to where I could have, like, cassettes. I have a cassette player. But my speakers are, like, not working, so I can't play cassettes or CDs anymore. I have to do everything through the aux. So, I wish I could have more CDs, but I like both. I'm not a big fan of cassettes anymore. It was a beautiful soul when he played. I saw a video of him on YouTube when he was at Woodstock in '69. It was awesome. Jimi Hendrix was an amazing guitar player. How's your mom doing? She's doing really good. Her health is much better. And she's painting. She's an amazing artist. So she's working on this whole new series of paintings. And they're gorgeous. Very proud of her. So, time to put in new speakers, right? Well, yeah. We'll see. Come here, girl. You want to see the turd? War Pigs is my favorite song from Black Sabbath. It's heaven and hell for me. Well, like, I think of it like there's two different Black Sabbaths that I really love. War Pigs is the best Black Sabbath song with Ozzy Osbourne. Heaven and Hell is the best Black Sabbath song with Dio. And if I had to pick between the two, I'd go Heaven and Hell, bar none. Best song from Black Sabbath's category. Unfortunately, without Ozzy Osbourne. Kaya living in the 1800s. I mean, we can go back that far, bestie, if you really want to. You know, I mean, history, you know, is there. I don't know how interested you would be in metal from the 1800s, though. Also, Russ out there currently throwing a tantrum because of tapes. Oh, come on up here, you little turd. I know, it's very true. Gotta get an 8-track player? Yes. Yes, indeed. Hi, honey. You want to say hello to the stream? You want to say hello to the stream? This is Rusty, by the way. If you didn't know. Yeah, you did not know. This is Miss Rustertan. So, we got a lot of fun things happening. 2 good choices, but you haven't heard nearly enough of both versions of Sabbath to truly make that decision. I don't know. I'm a guitar, like, solo girl, bestie, okay? I want a good solo. And I just don't know if they can top Heaven and Hell. I don't know. 1979, The Prince of Darkness, baby. I know. We'll get into more of our deep dive. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Here we go again. I don't even know the rest of the words to that song. I just know that here we go again. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have to play Big Shark, Little Shark. It's her favorite game. That's what Tony Iommi as a solo machine does. It's true. He's pretty great. And he's amazing. He's very talented. This is what I do with her every day. I call it Big Shark, Little Shark. Going down the road, the only road I've ever known. What is that from? Why do I know that? Why are you bringing up Madonna? What about Madonna, girl? Madonna's alright. Sort of. Just don't look at like what she looks like now. It doesn't look like Madonna. Whitesnake rocks is one of my fave singers. Yes, Whitesnake is a banger, girl. I enjoyed that record so much. Scum Cookie 8-track players are pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I don't have any. Don't have an 8-track player. Wow. Yeah, see, I don't pay attention to the lyrics. You're welcome. Here I go again. Oh, that song. Here I go again. Is that the rest of it? Is that the going down the only road I've ever known? Is that the rest of it? Tickets sold out already. Oh my god. Won't make a full set with Sabbath on the last one. It's probably because he's like ill, dude. His like health is down the drain, yet he wants to record another album. And he wants to go on tour. And I'm like, Ozzy, no, bestie. It's okay. It's okay for you to rest, homeboy. You've put in your time. We don't expect anything from you, honestly. Like, you could retire and we would be totally fine. It would not be a problem. At all. Oh, let's see. I do not. Nope. We're still in our suspension period, but that's okay. I'm going to go. Get some content going for y'all. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Told you it was going to be a little bit of short stream. Figure out the next deep dive. I'm kind of thinking, I have an idea of what I'm going to do, which I think you guys will like. But yeah, expect some new reactions and new deep dives coming soon. Okay? And I'll let you know how this whole like Twitch thing goes. It should be fine. If it's not, I'll let you know. But we should be back to regular Twitch streaming on Wednesday. So we'll be listening to Bolt Thrower and Death, their 6th album. And then we'll be doing songs from albums with bubes on them for Friday. Thanks for the Carcass review, by the way. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. I have another long reaction like that in the works right now. So that should be posted sometime next month or so. So, miss hanging out. I know. It's been a while. But that's okay. I'll let you know if anything changes. And if not, then I'll just see y'all on Wednesday on Twitch, okay? Come and hang out with us on Twitch for those listening parties. They're really fun. Okay? Please take care. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I will see you soon, okay? Bye, you guys. Bye.